So I don't know if you guys remember at your school when they would have like the blood donation drives, like they would like put up charts about when you can sign up or like your weight that you had to be or certain requirements that they needed in order to donate blood. So I don't know if you guys know that every time a person donates blood, about 3 lives are being saved. And it's true, the simple fact that a pint of blood and taking up about 10 minutes of like the process saves those people around you. Today I want to enlighten you to the pros and cons and the reasons why you should donate blood. I'm going to start off with how it will benefit yourself as well as others, the process of actually donating blood, and why a lot of people stay away from donating blood. So first I'll start off with the benefits. According to the news station WFTV, someone needs blood every 3 seconds in this country. An average of 40,000 units are needed every day in the United States. There's no substitute for human blood, and for that reason, it's scarce. 60% of the population will need blood at some point of their lives, yet only 5% of people donate. So if you think about it, everyone in this room will probably need blood at some point in their life, but not even a quarter of you guys will actually donate it. So it's kind of scary to think about how many people need it, but how little people are donating it. Also, giving blood leads to lower iron levels in the donor's body, which can help reduce the risk of heart disease. According to CNN, high blood iron levels have a potential to increase the risk of cardiovascular disease because iron accelerates the oxidation process of cholesterol in the body, which damages arteries. Iron levels aren't the only factor to play a role in the person's risk of heart disease, but there are certainly no downsides to lowering blood iron levels by donating blood. So donating blood actually even helps better your health. So if you think about it, you're not only benefiting the health of others, but your health as well. It also has a lot of psychological benefits. Like most people, when they go donate blood, obviously a lot of people are scared because yes, there's needles involved. But when they come out, they feel very heroic, like, oh my God, I just did something to help out people. Like, for example, Mr. Kirkham, when he was saying how he feels like a hero because every time he gets the call, he's saying, yes, I'm gonna go save 3 babies, you know? So people feel good about themselves. They leave the place feeling accomplished, feeling like they did something for their community. Also, what a lot of people don't know is that they actually sometimes even give free gifts. For example, Memorial Care Health System says that the Blood Donor Center at Miller Children's Hospital offers monthly promotions in exchange for your blood. You may receive a free t-shirt, movie tickets, sporting events, coupons for local businesses and restaurants. So along with the accomplishments that you feel for yourself, you even help, you get rewarded sometimes, which not always is needed, but obviously for some people who don't just want to go in to help out the community or help out their fellow members, they actually get a reward. Also, I'm going to now tell you the step in the process that it takes to actually donate blood because a lot of people don't know how simple it is. They feel like they're going to stand in lines for hours and just waste their whole day, but it's not true. The process is actually fairly easy. First, you go in and you register, and somebody always helps you. They'll give you a brief example of what's going to happen. They'll take down your information. They'll make sure you're actually eligible to donate blood so you're not just wasting your time. Then you'll even have a mini physical. They'll, according to the American Red Cross, questions about your previous health and travel will be asked in privacy. Someone will check your temperature, pulse, blood pressure, and hemoglobin level presented in a sample of blood. So if you think about it, you're even getting a little physical every time you go just to make sure you're actually healthy. So this is also a plus for you. Then the donation. The actual donation takes only about 8 to 10 minutes. During this time, you will be seated comfortably, and the process will be safe and sterile. The Red Cross staff volunteers are going to be available too in case anybody needs any help or has any questions. And then after, the best part, which a lot of people like, you get free refreshments. So they make sure you don't leave all week and you'll be safe. They'll make sure that you leave once you're ready to leave. So they'll usually let you stay for about 10 to 15 minutes just to make sure that you're okay. Now I'm going to go over the reasons why a lot of people don't do it. So according to DC donor St. Compter, blood donation will allow the replenishment of donor's blood supply, which can help the body refunction more efficiently. After donating, the human blood replaces the blood level within 48 hours of donation. All of the red blood cells lost during donation are completely replaced within 4 to 8 weeks. The process of replenishment can help your body stay healthy and work more effectively and productively. So that's a lot of people's fear, like, oh, they're taking blood out of me, but what's going to happen? But there's actually no problem because the blood will come back. It replenishes itself. So you'll actually be healthy. And then also, a lot of people are scared of the needles. I remember my first time, I was freaking out because I hate shots. I hate anything that has to do with like the doctors. Like, it just makes me cringe. But it's actually not that bad. It's just like a little pinch, but that's what people are also scared of. And watching their own blood get drawn, that makes them scared too. Livestrong says that after donating a pint of blood, a person may feel dizzy, faint, and these symptoms are very common. However, some people may find that it's very unpleasant. The feeling diminishes quickly, and the body makes more blood. Most donation centers have juice and snack available to quickly boost energy levels. So that's another issue that people have. They're afraid that they're going to be all weak and, you know, not go along their day like they usually would. But like I said before, they have the refreshments, and they make sure you leave safe. Also, many people stray away from blood donation because they don't know where to sign up. They always think like, oh, I'm not going to go look up information about where I should go. Like, we're lazy. We don't want to do things like that. But after signing up, for instance, Red Cross will call you every time you can go back in to donate blood. So it's not like every time you want to donate blood, you're going to have to go make an appointment. Like, they'll actually get a hold of you because obviously blood is needed. So after listening to the following information, I hope you guys have a brighter perspective as to why you should donate blood. It's easy to do, safe, and you're also helping along the way. According to the Red Cross, the blood donation process can be repeated every 56 days, which means about 6 times a year. And if you do it 6 times a year, that means about 18 lives every year you will be saving. So if you think about it, how can you be more heroic than that?
All right, Eddie, what did you think?
I thought it was good. She had good transitions, telling us from one point to another. She gave us good examples on how people are scared and actually how it's a good thing to do it. But she was kind of a little bit dependent on her notes. But overall, I thought it was really good. Kind of persuaded me to go donate blood.
1-800-GIVE-LIFE. There you go. You can also find it online there. You know, the subject is motivational more than it is controversial. I think you get a little bit of controversy when you're talking about the reasons that people might refrain from donating, but it's not like there's somebody out there who's saying don't donate blood, or that there's something bad about it, or that there's a big dispute about this. You're really doing a much more motivational kind of presentation than persuasive presentation. Although I think that you did a good job developing the content of the speech. You talked about the basics pretty clearly. You know, it's standard, I don't want to say boilerplate per se, but it's pretty standard sorts of information about what the blood is going to be used for and how simple it is to do those kinds of things. I did like a couple of the visualizations that you had. You do want to be careful about the organization, because as you're moving from step to step, your favorite transition phrase is also. Also, 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 and you say that maybe a half dozen times, and it becomes really noticeable that it's just like you haven't processed yet how you're getting from one idea to the next, and you need to make it a little bit more organic and interesting. Like I said, the content is very solid. You had good emotional appeals. I think there are stronger emotional appeals that you could use, but you had the ones that we talked about the other day. The esteem issue is a good illustration of that. Your delivery, I think your voice is really solid, but the eye contact, I've got to agree with Eddie. You are a little more script dependent than you want to be, and there are some times when you just kind of dive down into your script, and the audience might as well not be there. Dollars to Donuts, it's live strong as opposed to live strong, so you want to double check that, because I've heard of the one site and not the other. It's probably just a pronunciation issue, and it could be, you know, like I said, I think there are probably some bits and pieces of information that you could include that would expand on it, but you had the basics pretty well. Thank you.